Okay, squat stance, and let's go into mini squat. So weights in the heels, send the temple back, and then bring it forward. Remember, you should be able to wiggle your toes here, because most of your weight is in the ball of your feet and your heels. Down and up. Maybe get a little bit deeper into your squat. We're starting small. Good. Now let's add a press. As we press up, let's pivot and reach across. So down, press up, pivot, reach across. Okay, so a little squat in between. So we're lengthening out the hip and shoulder. Reaching up high right now. Aim for where that wall connects to the ceiling. Way overhead. Let's do 4 more here. 4, 3, 2, 1, and go across. Good. Ride the shoulder. So even with the shoulder big, reach across. Keep that little squat going and press pivot. Remember, we're pivoting out of that back foot. Want to get some hip rotation in here. Good. Good. So 4 more here, and as we progress, get to kind of wiggle your feet out a little bit wider. 3, 4. Good. Wider. Now we're going to go side to side, lateral lunge, right? Sink those hips back. Feel that inner thigh stretch. Belly buttons pull to the spine, tailbones angled back. Good. Inner thighs and hamstrings here. Can you go a little lower? How do you do that? Hips to heels, right? We're not rounding the back. My back nice and flat and long. Get as low as you want to go. Let's do 4 more each side. 4, 3, 2, 1. Hands to the floor, and we hold here. Just a hanging hamstring stretch. Hands to the floor, tailbone up. Walk over to your right side, pull your chest to that knee, hold. And walk over to the left side, pull your chest to that knee, hold. And back to the middle, and round up. So we have a wide stance, maybe walking in just a little bit. Arms and feet are out, and kick up and across. Good. So we take this to a step touch. That heel is kicking across the opposite side. Squeezing the shoulder blades in the back. And again, float those palms open as you squeeze the shoulder blades together. Little pounce in the step. Doesn't have to be a jump. So you can come up on your toes. Get those feet active. Good. Let's go 10 more seconds here. Good, and let's go into Spider-Man. So on the Spider-Man, we're out to the side. So notice my knees are out to that side as if I'm climbing up a wall that's right in front of me. I want to open up the hips here. As we find balance on one side, we're opening up the other. So really try to get that knee up and arm up high. Keep reaching. Good, Spider-Man crawl. Just a few more. And come down. Find your squat stance. We're here, right? Hips back, knees not forward of the toes, and go Y to W. And again, as you pull those elbows in, open the chest, and rotate those palms to point behind you, or face behind you. Inhale up, exhale down. 4 more. 4, 3, 2, 1. Good. Big inhale up. Reach up high. Back here so you can see me. Reach up high. And pull over. And up. Switch. Reach up high, high, high. Pull over. Good. And let's do it 2 more times each side. Lengthen first. Then go over. Lengthen first, then go over. And 1 more time each side, lengthen first, and over. And lengthen first, and over. Exhale, find your hands behind, squeeze those shoulder blades, lift the chest, Find your lunge stance. So we're going to come down. Reaching those hands to the floor, chest up to the ceiling. Hip crease, pointed forward. Take an inhale, exhale. Inhale, exhale. Inhale, exhale. Switch. All right, other side forward. Dropping down, squeezing shoulder blades together, lifting the chest. Two more breaths. Good, and let's go into our deepest squat so far. Down and up, okay? So hip back, hips forward, nice straight back. I'm dropping the hips to heels. So the depth of your squat is in your control. Stay where you need to go. Hips down, hips up and forward. Think about splitting the floor between your feet. As you come up out of that squat, big, reach up high, lengthen all the way through the body. We want to get upper body warmed up as well as lower. Down and up. Let's do two more. 1 and 2. Good. All right, so that's our warm up. Should be nice and warm. I'm going to take my sweatshirt off. Okay, my sweatshirt can double as my tool here later on. I have a yoga strap as well. All right, so what we're going to do, 1 minute of each, and we have 6 exercises. Okay, we're only going to go through these one time, so make them good. Okay, every minute we change. First one is our inchworms. Inhale up, exhale, coming down. We walk out. Find down dog. Spend some time in down dog. Pump the heels if you need to. Walk out. Find your high plank. Make it perfect. Hold it. Drive the hips up. Down dog. Walk back in. Bend the knees, lower the hips. Press up out of your squat. Good. Keep going. You can walk on the hands or the knuckles. Whatever works best for you. On the knuckles, keeps those wrists flat. If you have any wrist pain, big inhale up. Exhale down. We're not working on speed, how many reps you can do here. Take time in any position that you need. This is your class, you do what you need to. Good, we've got 15 more seconds here on these inchworms. Good, and let's do one more. Good, and up, come down, come all the way down to all fours. So we go from inchworm in to cat-cow. So cat-cow, we have that nice flat back. You think about gripping your mat or your floor a little bit with your fingertips. Get some of that pressure off your wrist. So head forward, belly button pulled in, tailbone back. This is our neutral. And we drop the belly, look up for our cow. Exhale. Tuck the tailbone, tuck the chin, spread the shoulder blades apart for our cat. Here we go. Inhale up. Exhale, push away. Inhale. So in all three positions, your cat, your cow, and your neutral, think about lengthening the top of your head all the way through your tailbone. Good, we have 20 more seconds here in our cat-cow. Remember, we're only going through these one time. Working on flexion and extension through the spine here. Really scoop the belly, press those shoulder blades apart in your cat. Good. One more. And exhale, push away, push away, push away, push away. Neutral. And then we're going to come up, half kneel, right? So we're here, 90-degree bend in that front knee, 90-degree bend in that back knee. You're gonna bring your hands down inside your front foot, tuck that back toe, and lift it up if you can. If not, just keep it down. We're just gonna rock, just a little rock here front to back, okay? So with the knee lifted, you're gonna engage that back glute to keep that knee up. And it's just a gentle rock front to back. Good, now we're gonna rock a little side to side. So I'm just leaning into that front shin. I'm taking that hip joint in a different rotation or a different motion here. Instead of front back, side to side. You can even take that front knee, you can't see it very well right now, but I'm making a little circle with that my kneecap, right? One direction, then the other. Again, lubing up that front hip joint. Good, now we're gonna bring that back knee down if it was up. Come back to a half kneel, that front leg is straight. We hinge down to the floor and up and hinge down to the floor. So I have a nice flat back here, not rounded. Pulling my toe up to my shin, getting that nice stretch up the back of this leg. Let's do 2 more breaths. Good, and we switch sides. So 90 on the other side, back toe is tucked, hands down inside that front foot, picking up the back knee. If you have it, if not, just keep that knee on the floor. Rock front to back. So it's not a jerky rock here, just nice and slow. Again, keeping that back glute nice and active, feeling that hip flexor lengthen on that side. And let's take it in. You can kind of see I'm leaning into that front shin, the knees going out a little wider than the foot, and then bringing it back in. And I can do a circle here also, right? So I'm circling, imagine my kneecap is kind of tracing a circle one way, then the other way. And we're gonna hold here for 10 more seconds. Do what feels good to you. Good, come down, half kneel, heel down, toe up, hinge forward. So this is our hip hinge here, right? Right here at the hip crease, hinge forward, pull the toes up. Good, it's not a bounce. It's an active stretch. So I'm tight on the top, lengthening in the back. Do 10 seconds here, we can hold. Good, and now onto our back. Glute bridge is what's up next. You have 2 more glute bridge and then a squat. So on this glute bridge, I want you to focus on heels driving into the floor. So if you can pick up your toes, great. If not, leave the whole foot flat. Just try not to put too much pressure into the toes. Okay, so arms out in a T or wherever's comfortable to you. Big inhale, exhale, pull the belly button in, drive through those hips, bring the hips up and come down. 1 minute here. Good, and make sure those knees are staying in line with the ankles. We don't want them to come in too far together or drive out too far either. Okay, so we do this a lot of times with the band, the mini band when we're here in the center. Or at home, we've been squeezing that pillow. So right now, I want you to imagine just kind of squeezing a little ball or pillow between your knees. What that's gonna do is fire those adductors and get those glutes working just a little bit more, because we want that work to be done here in the glutes and the hamstrings, not in the low back. Good, we have about 15 more seconds here. Come up and down. Make sure we're firing those glutes. Driving through the heels. Good, let's do 2 more. Last one. Good, hips down, bring your left knee into your chest, lengthen out your right, and just pull that in nice and tight. Maybe move your ankle just a little bit, one way, then the other. Take 2 more breaths. Bring your right leg in, switch, drop your left, lengthen. Good, and then bring both knees in, rock up. And we're gonna come to our, it's called a cook squat, named after a famous exercise physiologist, Gray Cook. We're gonna come down, forward fold. So what does this look like for you? Your knees might be bent, and that is fine. We're gonna drop the hips, and as the hips come down, the chest and head come up. Options, elbows on the knees, palms together, press those palms together, engage. Inhale, exhale, come back to your forward fold. Again, this works, make it work for you. So your forward fold, your knees might be bent, and that's okay. Your squat might be 90 degrees, it might be lower, it might be higher, doesn't matter. Do what works for you. Press those palms together, that engages my upper body, and then engagement transfers through my core down into my glutes and hips to get them more active. Good. 20 seconds. Keep going. Good. Be nice and warmed up and ready when you finish this. We've worked and warmed up every muscle in the body here. Good. Let's do one more. Good, and exhale. Let's find your hands behind feet one more time. Squeeze those shoulder blades together, lift the chest, reach the knuckles down for the floor. So we want to think of a lengthening, not an arch back, right? Lift and hold here. And release. All right, quick water break. We're gonna go on our mat next. Okay, we are going to use your towel, your yoga strap, your sweatshirt, whatever you have is fine. I'm just going to use my sweatshirt just because I'm sure most of you don't have a yoga strap at home. So I'm just going to roll it up long way. So this could be a towel, right? Anything with sleeves on it that you can kind of pull apart and squeeze back. That's what we're going to do. Not just yet, but we'll get there. All right. So first one we're going to do is our staggered stance. So remember a staggered stance? Toes in the back foot, lined up with the heel of the front foot. But from the front, you can see I'm still in that hip width, or sorry, squat, hip width, but maybe a little wider position, okay? So I'm going to go down, like I'm going to touch the top of that foot and stand back up tall. Here we go. Down and up. So that front leg is doing most of that work, right? And it's hips to heels. We're not rounding our back to get down. Thinking about dropping that right hip to that right heel and pressing up through that left glute and quad. Keep going. Good, just a couple more this side and then we'll switch. Good, and switch your feet. Other foot in front, same thing. And we go down and up. Good. And use your arms, right? I have one arm in front of my body, one arm in back. Just do what feels natural. Don't keep them right by your sides. Let them move. Good. Hip to heel, stand up. Hip to heel, stand up. Keep going. We have 10 more seconds on this side. And up. Good. This is where you grab your towel, your sweatshirt, your yoga strap, whatever you have. We're going to pull it apart with our thumbs pointed out, palms facing forward. So I'm going to pull it apart, and as I do that, squeeze my shoulder blades, one foot in front of the other. I'm going to press my hips forward, right? And I'm going to squeeze my shoulder blades and wrap that strap or sweatshirt around the front of my hips. So I'm here, hold. We hold here for 15 seconds. And switch, other foot in the front. And that back leg, what's that doing? That glute's tight, it's pressing forward. Shoulder blades squeeze back and down, chest lifts in the front. Hold here, 15 seconds. Good, and switch. Let's do it one more time. Make sure you're pulling apart, squeezing back, pressing the hips forward, lifting. And somebody's picking you up by the tops of your ears. Hold, 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 hold. Inhale, exhale. Inhale, exhale with those shoulders to rotate open. Reverse of what we do most of the day. And switch. Tighten that back glute, press it forward, roll those shoulders open, lift the chest, hold here, 15 seconds. And release. Good. Next up, we're going to go into our lunge. Okay? So you can hold your towel, whatever you have, or you can put it down. So lunge. I'm going to go 1 foot forward. Okay? So we have a longer stance now. I'm going to go down, touch, come back up. Okay? So again, I'm driving through that front hip, down and up. Good. Down and up. Doing lots of legs today. Good. We got 10 more seconds on this side. Drop down, back into the floor. Drive up through that front heel. Notice my back heel is lifted up off the floor. 2 more. 1 and 2. Good. Switching feet. Legs forward. Ready, go. When you drop down, front knee is at 90 degrees. You can get your back knee all the way to the floor. Power back up. Good. Notice my back does not round. Dropping with the legs to get down to the floor. 15 seconds left. Let's do 2 more. Down and up. Good. Now, I'm going to have that sweatshirt, towel, strap, whatever you have, out in front. Notice I'm right at chest, maybe a little bit lower. I'm going to pull it apart. The pull apart is going to come by dropping my shoulder blades back and down. Okay? Staggered stance. Hold here. Pull apart, pull apart, pull apart. 15 seconds. Tailbone tucked, glutes on, chest lifted. Keep going. And switch, other side. All right, so what are we doing here? Pressing that hip forward, pulling apart and hold. 15 seconds. 3, 2, 1. Good. Switch. We're going to do it one more time each side. Make sure that tailbone is tucked in the back. That glute is squeezed. Pull that towel apart. Full tension on it. Hold, hold, hold. Isometric hold. Squeezing those shoulder blades back and down. Lift the chest. 3, 2, 1. Switch sides. Pull apart. Pull, 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 pull. Hold, hold, hold. Glute squeeze in the back. 10 more seconds. And release. Good. Roll those shoulders. Give yourself just a little breather here, 30 seconds. So we're going to go back through those 4 exercises. We're going to add an option to make it harder. If you're not comfortable with that harder option, just revert back to what we did already, okay? So we had our staggered stance squat. And again, you can hold on to your towel, your band, or you can drop it. So our staggered stance squats, we already did. Down and up. Here's your advancement if you want it. Down, up, balance. Down, up, balance. So you're balancing on that front leg. Ready? And we go. 30 seconds on each side. Go down and up to balance. If you want it. If not, just stay with that staggered stance. So we're pushing up, firing that glute when you get to the top. Find that full length from head to heel. Don't stay in that rounded forward position. If you're there, which you shouldn't be at this point, right? The shoulders should be open. Keep going. We got 10 seconds on this side. 1 more. Good. Switch hands if you have the rack strap. Other foot forward. Ready? And go. Down. 2 up. Tall. You can add some power. Oh, explosion to it, right? We can always train power. Speed and force. Good. Stay where you need to. 10 seconds. And next one. All right. So we have palms forward, pulling apart. All right. Now this time, what we can add to it is on that pull apart, soft knee, hip hinge, pull apart, stand up. Good. Hip hinge, pull apart, stand up. Hip hinge, pull apart, stand up. Make sure you're giving a tug before you stand. Remember that activation of the shoulder blades continues through the core into the hips. This is a hip movement here, not a knee, not a back movement. Keep a little bend in your knee. And really squeeze those hips forward. Good. We've got 10 more seconds here. Let's do 2 more. Good. All right, if you're gonna keep it in your hands, roll it up, hold in half again, lunge, right? So same thing here. You can go there static, which you did in the first round, or you can come up to balance, right? And we go. Keeping that back flat. Still driving through that front hip, right? Squeezing, pressing that hip forward. Coming to that tall position. 10 seconds. Let's do 2 more. Good. Switch. Left leg in front. Ready? Lunge stance. Down and up. Or stay with that static lunge. If that's more within your range today, that's fine. Very functional movements here, right? Everything's functional. Down and up. Down and up. Multiple planes that we're working in. 10 seconds. 2, 3, 4. Let's do 1 more. 5. Good. All right, number 4 was palms down, pull apart. And as you might have guessed already, we're gonna add a leg move to it. So we're here, pull apart, drop into a squat, come up. Now how high you take that band above your head? Completely up to you. How deep you go into your squat? Again, completely up to you. Find your rhythm, find your groove for 20 more seconds. Good job. Keep the breath. 10 more seconds. Good. All right, my little beep beep timer went off, reminding me that I'm close to the end. So we're gonna do just a couple quick wall sits here, and I'm gonna spin this. Hope you can see me and the water fountain. There we go. Okay, so I'm gonna drop down into the wall sit. Come down as soon as you can. We're gonna be here for 1 minute, okay? So if you're not ready to drop down in yet, no worries, you can join us in a little bit. Let's keep those shoulders rolled open. And if you want, Add a little wide W. So again, reaching up and then pulling those shoulders down out of your ears. Good. Tailbone pointed to the floor. Good. We're 30 seconds in. So if you haven't joined us yet, come on. 30 seconds. $15. Woo, getting the shake. Good. Coming on up. One more on the wall. Then we're going to give you some options here. Wall push-ups. Hands at chest level. Elbows drop to the hips and push away. Wall push-ups. Option number 1. Floor push-ups. Option number 2. Blast offs with your toes into the wall. Option number 3. So here's our blast offs. Hips to heels and then forward. Here we go. Or high plank hold. Toes in the wall. Remember, we're always active. Even when we're standing throughout the day, it's an active posture. Don't just sink into your hips and low back as you stand. Keep everything turned on. Good. Again, you can hold the high plank. We have 10 seconds left. And 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Come on down. All right, I'm going to spin it back to the mat. We're going to come down, finish with a little bit of core work, and then we're done. All right, switch a little closer here. Good. All right, so we're going to start on our back. Legs straight up in the air. So this is a combo. A little core, a little stretch. Grab one leg, pull it towards you, lower the other. So in Pilates, it's called a leg pull. What you want to focus on is the length of your legs and the stability of your hips. We're not rocking side to side, right? All this work is being done by the lower abdominal muscles. Now, if you want to add a little bit, you can bring those head and shoulders up. Keep them lifted as you go through here. Good, nice and slow and controlled. Good, 20 more seconds. Three, 2, 1. Good. Roll up. I want you to catch yourself in that boat pose position if you need to. Bring your heels down, but if you can keep them up, keep them up. Notice my nice tall posture between my ribs and my hips. I'm going to hold here with shoulders pulled back, chest lifted. If you let go and come here, don't. Come back to here, right? So we're going to hold here for 30 seconds. So option 1, if you need easier, drop those heels down, but keep that length. Okay, option 2, you add arm movement, what I call the sprinkler. And when you're adding those arms, I want your head to follow your hand out and in. Good. Again, if you start to lose this, bring it back. Sit up tall, lifted. We have 15 seconds. And 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Lift up, come back, leg pull. 1 down, 1 up, controlled. Head and shoulders up, or head and shoulders down. Think about lengthening as you lift, lengthening as you lower. Hips are still. 10 more seconds. Good, bend both knees, rock up, catch yourself in boat, hold. Inhale, exhale. Inhale, exhale. If you have sprinkler, add it. If you start to round, pull back in, lift. 10 seconds. Hold. 3, 2, 1, and come down. All right, let's finish with a little stretch. So let's come forward first. Legs out on a diagonal, heels away, toes up. Take a big inhale up. Exhale, forward fold. Big inhale, exhale. Inhale, exhale. Inhale, exhale. Good job, everybody. Let's reach down to the right. Let's take that left hand up and over. Remember, always in opposition, pressing that left hip down as we reach away. Grabbing that imaginary rope, right? Pull yourself back up and go to the other side. Climb that ladder, climb. Over, opposition. Reaching down. Good, grab that rope, come back up, and let's go. Here, gonna get that those hips today. We did the lunging and squatting. So hands get underneath the shoulders, squeeze the shoulder blades together, lift the chest. You can stay here. Inhale, exhale. You can press your knee away from your face a little bit. And switch. All right, leg in the front. Pull that heel in as tight as you can. Press the knee away. Squeeze the shoulder blades. Lift the chest. Pull the toes back up towards your shin. And breathe. Good. Finding legs together. Give yourself a hug. So pull those knees in. Drop the shoulders. Lift the chest. So we're not arching the back. We're just lengthening. Again, pretend somebody's picking you up by the tops of your ears. Straight up towards the ceiling as your shoulders drop down. Inhale, exhale. And I'm going to spin just a little bit so you can see. So from that nice straight back, I'm going to go rounded back. I'm really going to pull my belly button away. Make room for space in there between my stomach and my thighs. Round back, hang off of my shins. So again, I stretch through that upper back. And then coming back up nice and tall, shoulders down. And one more time. Exhale, round down. Really pull that belly button in. Nose down. And hang. And then restack that spine, one on top of the other. Roll up, restack. Head comes on top, shoulders down. And we finish here. Give yourself a good round of applause. Good job, everybody. Great stuff.